Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Beechwood Hospitality presents coverage of the Dallas Cowboys on 103.7 The Buzz. Beechwood Hospitality, the leader in hotel property management.
A lot of talk.
Why do you have to talk like that?
And a lot more attitude.
You have a problem? Turn off your station.
103.7 The Buzz. KABZ, Little Rock.
Arkansas, an outdoor paradise. People travel hundreds of miles to enjoy what, well, some of us take for granted. We are called the natural state without reason, with an abundance of rivers, lakes, and streams loaded with adventure. Scenic views that will take your breath away. Biking trails and back roads just begging to be discovered. Sit back and relax as Ray Tucker and longtime journalist Brian Hendricks explore our magnificent state with this week's edition of Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. Brought to you by Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
And we're hoping everybody had a great weekend. As we start the show tonight, I want to say congratulations to the folks at Game and Fish Foundation. Deke Whitbeck and his staff, Ruth Catherine Kelly, Tyler Lawrence, Jibby Taylor, and Matt Baker. They put on a heck of a show Saturday night, Hall of Fame banquet. Congratulations to all those folks who went in. There also, Brian and I picked up a couple of copies. Randy Zeller's with us from Game and Fish. New book, River to Ridge. How can folks get a copy of this?
Easiest way to do it, you just go to the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission's website, and it's right there on the front page. There's a button you can click. You can buy it at any of our nature centers or at any of our regional offices for $20, or you can order it online, and we got to charge. It's $7 shipping and handling on it. It's a 3-pound book. The book's it's a pretty heavy book. It's about the size of a slab crappie. So that's what we always say.
Oh, I like that description. Make a great Christmas present. I'm not saying wait till Christmas, but it is August, almost September.
Oh yeah,
make a nice Christmas present.
Yeah, we've had quite a few. We've sold close to 1,000 of them already, and it's 2 weeks now. It's been out, so it's doing pretty good so far.
I think you put a little clip in the newspaper. That's how I found out about it.
Yeah, a lot of states have wildlife management atlases, things like that, but I've never seen anything like this. This is really, really nice.
Well, I mean that was, and it's about 5 years in the making. Actually, it goes back further than that even. Joe Mosby worked for the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. Of course, he was a very well-known outdoor writer here in Arkansas, and he had a bunch of WMA descriptions and history of a lot of the WMAs, just kind of laying around after he left, and of course, Joe's not with us anymore. But the magazine editor Jeff Williams, he'd always wanted to really take those and do something special with them. And so he and our Watchable Wildlife Program coordinator, Kirsten Bartlow, got together, and they started fleshing out, well, why don't we just go ahead and expand this thing into, and it's 180 of our WMAs are covered. So it's quite a few WMAs, and it's not going to be the type of thing that you see in a guidebook as far as like this is the hunting season dates and here's the rules and regs. It's a lot more about what you can expect to see if you go there. And some of the history behind it. We have tons of names on all of our WMAs, and quite a few of those names, nobody really even knows who those people are, and it's a shame because some of those people, they did a lot of good things for Arkansas, and it's kind of just a name that's stuck on a sign. Well, this gives us an opportunity to kind of tell folks and remind folks that the reason why a lot of those names were on some of those places, Trust and Holder, places like that, these people were key influencers in conservation for Arkansas long before the word influencer was a thing. So,
and Carlton Wing's in-house with us, and your name is associated in many, many ways here in the state of Arkansas, state legislature, and also in the world of bass fishing, your outdoor shows and whatever. I tuned in yesterday morning. I was reading you and Brian wrote an article about y'all's trip on the Little Mill, and so I thought it was 5 minutes to 7. I said, Carson's show's coming. I tuned over there, and I guess it's a seasonal deal.
Yeah, well, that show it takes us a little while to get it all produced. And
Okay.
So actually got the footage this morning, and we're going to put it together. It will air next weekend, and it is something to behold. I tell you what, Brian and I had an absolutely fabulous time. And anytime you're fishing with topwaters, I mean, just the anticipation and the excitement of every cast. But you'll get to see what you read about. Brian did a great job chronologizing it there, and then we'll get to put some video to it next weekend.
So y'all played like it was a football game?
Oh, yeah. Well, we did tie some football stuff into it because we had a lure that was by a company called Fish Hog, which should attract the attention of every Arkansas angler. And then the actual buzzbait was called the Hog Squealer.
Yep.
And I was not having good luck with the buzzbait that I was throwing, so I switched to that, and I made the pronouncement, if I catch a fish on this, well, Arkansas is going to win 10 games this year. And by golly, if we didn't pull it out, so I'm very, very optimistic about this football season.
Oh, it's done.
Did I just see lightning out there?
Yeah. It's coming back, baby.
He caught more than one. He caught quite a few with it. We were not doing real well till the Hog Squealer came out, and then it was game on.
How was that picture in the paper? What was that? 7 pounds?
You know,
it is when you hold it out like
that's
that.
Right. It was well north of 3, so yeah, we'll go with that. But yeah, it was definitely north of 3 pounds. But it was a lot of fun to catch, and on the Little Maumelle River, that's a good size. And boy, when it grabs a buzzbait, it's game on.
Hey, Brandon, when you fish with Brian, he tells you, and you catch a nice fish, he's going to take a bit. He tells you how to pose with it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You know, whenever anybody does that, you know, they stick their hand way out there. I always kind of wonder, and you know, it's whenever you see, especially when you see antlers, like when people with deer or something like that, and you see their hands, and you wonder how on earth they can't scratch their nose, they can't do anything with fingers that big, and when in comparison to their face. So I just always it always gives me pause whenever I see some of those. But you know, as a photographer for the Game and Fish Commission, I learned a long time ago when they tell you to, you know, when you're taking a picture, keep the elbows tucked in so they can't see a good reference either, so you can push that fish out and hide it how far that fish is forward.
Don't have telephone poles coming out the top of your head. And,
that's right.
You know, don't have telephone lines going through your, you know, all that.
That was another one, yeah.
Yep.
All right, we got dove season just around the corner.
Mm-hmm. Sure enough, September 6th. So it's not this coming weekend, but next weekend. It traditionally falls on the first weekend of September, first full weekend of September. And this is one of those weekends where that first full weekend doesn't fall on Labor Day weekend. And so, you know, for the last, you know, I've been with the Game and Fish Commission for 21 years. And in the past, we've had it to where, okay, we'll go ahead. We can't start it any earlier than September 1. So when Labor Day fell on a Sunday, well, we split the weekend one time, and everybody complained that they didn't get a full weekend. And then we did it where we do it this time, which is we waited until the next weekend, and there were a few other states that went earlier than us, so everybody kind of complained that, well, you know, everybody else is getting hunt doves, but I can't. And so we've settled on this is the way it's going to be, is the first full weekend in September, regardless of where Labor Day falls. And if it does happen to fall where another state is going to open up for what would be Monday and that's it, I mean, that's honestly, as a hunter, I might go to another state and enjoy opening day over there and then come back over here. And after those doves have humiliated me somewhere else that nobody knows me, at least I've got a little better shot at hitting them over here.
Do y'all have an area named after Dick Cheney anywhere?
Or? No.
We try not to shoot people on our WMAs. Yeah, you know, it's a funny thing about doves, how they can. You remember that scene from Dances with Wolves where Kevin Costner's character in the Civil War battle rides across the Union?
Oh, just going back and forth. Oh, yeah.
Doves will do that. They'll fly across a firing line. There's a ton of lead going up after them. They do their thing, and then they'll turn around and come back and do it again. And everybody will shoot 3 and 4 shots at them. Then they'll go land on a tree somewhere and just sit there and laugh at you.
That's it. At one time, they used to have there was the statistic that it took 5 shots for every one dove that was brought down. And in my case, that's probably 10 shots for every one dove. I'm not a great shot. And honestly, if I have time to think about it, I get worse. And that's one of those things that if you're in a line like what dove hunters do, we'll be all up in a line. If that dove makes it through the first two people, it's going to make it through me too, because I'm already too hyped up and I'm going to miss automatically.
You know, I remember one time walking behind Dr. Bob McGowan. I don't know if y'all know him. And then we went to a break, and that's what happened. That's what happened in the hunt.
I was looking at you, Brad. I'm going, okay, I know he's going to ask a question. We got 10 seconds before we go to break. All right, we'll be back with more Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors right after this. Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
When you're out and about in the natural state, whether it's work or play, be sure to make Doubleby's Convenience Stores your one-stop shop. With 34 locations in central Arkansas, they're easy to find. Headed to the lake or just taking in the beauty of Arkansas? Stop in at your nearest Doubleby's location. Their double blend of coffee is always hot and fresh. Snacks, Doubleby's has them. Want more than a snack? Many Doubleby's have hot delis. And don't forget the hot breakfast sandwiches. Doubleby's, where you gas it, grab it, and go. Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
This is Anthony Lucas, here to tell you about my favorite spot in Little Rock, Corky's. Sure, Corky's may look all ribs and barbecue on the outside, but did you know Corky's was also nominated for Central Arkansas's best catfish? And don't get me started on their chicken, shrimp, and nachos.
Those Big Joe burgers, Anthony.
Big Joe, when did you get here?
You really stealing my thunder, Anthony. Corky's is my place.
No way you love Corky's like me, Joe.
Talk to me when you have your own menu item, Lucas.
Corky's ribs and barbecue.
For 55 years, you've trusted Sigma Supply for all your packaging and shipping needs. And now, as part of Brady Plus, they've got even more to offer. From janitorial supplies, facility supplies, and food service disposables, Sigma Supply has you covered. Ordering is a breeze with over 50,000 new products online at SigmaSupply.com. Call or text sales manager David Breitenberg at 501-617-4600 and ask for the Buzz discount now because it's there. And remember, if you're not using Sigma Supply that is now part of Brady Plus, you've got low-grade product, man.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
And we're back with Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. We got in studio with us Randy Zellers from the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, Carlton Wing, Speaker Pro Tem of the Arkansas House of Representatives, better known as owner of Wing Media Group. And tell us a little bit about what you got the Arkansas Great Outdoors.
Arkansas's Great Outdoors is a TV show that we're in our 4th season now with that, and it's really kind of morphed over. Some people might remember our show called FLW Arkansas, where we televised all of the FLW events that took place in the state of Arkansas, a lot of the BFLs, the Bass Fishing League, and then once COVID hit, we really realized that a lot of folks had not been outside either ever or they were out for the first time in a long time, and people wanted to get out and do stuff, and so we kind of branched out from just tournament fishing only to just get outside and do. So we have so much in Arkansas to appreciate, hiking, camping, of course fishing, and fishing's obviously is still the wheelhouse of the show, but there are so many things to do outside, and so we also turned it into a weekly show, so we're on every week now, pretty much throughout the state of Arkansas. We're still working on getting Texarkana and getting our viewers in Magnolia and El Dorado in, but everywhere else in the state you can see us, whether it's here in Little Rock on Channel 11, 7:30 Sunday mornings. We're up in Fayetteville, Jonesboro, Springfield, Missouri gets us that North Central, and then we're also on the ABC affiliate WATN in Memphis, gets us all of eastern Arkansas as well, and brings a lot of folks in to see from our border states what we've got going on here. And it certainly has been a lot of fun. It's the most fun television show I have ever produced, and I really, really enjoy it. And so we have an opportunity every week to showcase our great state.
Do you still have like on YouTube? Are you still showing episodes on YouTube there as well? Because FLW Outdoor or the FLW Outdoors, I watched that on YouTube is where I actually found it because I didn't wake up. I was either off fishing or I was still asleep when it was airing in the morning. So I actually found you on YouTube way back when there. So.
Yeah. And you can if you just get on YouTube and search Arkansas's Great Outdoors, you can find our once our episodes air, then I'll put those on about a week or so afterwards.
You've done some really cool things on there. Like last year, you were up on where was it, Bear Lake in Minnesota or someplace?
Oh, yeah, the ice fishing. Yeah, we were in Wisconsin, in southern Wisconsin, and did an ice fishing segment up there. We had so much fun on that trip. And then my wife, who plays violin in the Arkansas Symphony Orchestra, played a section from Vivaldi's Winter on a frozen lake, which was just epic.
Yeah, got the wind blowing, the wind blowing through her hair, and you got that going on. It's gray, slate gray, out on a frozen lake.
That sounds
it was a pretty cool deal.
I have a question. When you were ice fishing, did the ice pop underneath you any?
We never heard the ice pop.
Okay.
Now, but that's an interesting thing because we've tried for 2 years to get out to Wisconsin, and we couldn't get the temperatures in this portion of the state to get low enough so that the ice would be safe.
Right.
And but we finally got out there. It was very safe. However, the original lake that we were going to fish on was still a little sketchy. And so we still went to a different lake. However, I should say that the lake that Lee was playing the violin on was that first lake. But we had tested where it was.
Where she
there,
was standing right
and
there.
She was safe. Yes. But boy, it was a beautiful set.
The reason why I ask is I spent some time out in western Nebraska for a while, and you could ice fish there, but it was very rarely more than 8 inches of ice, which it would pop quite a bit when the sun came out. And the guy that took me when I first went ice fishing, we're out there and we're catching bluegill. And I think, this is great. And he never told me that would happen. And when you feel a thrum under your feet and you realize you're risking your life for a brim, I was about ready to quit fishing at that point. But he said, no, it's fine. It does that all the time when the sun comes out, on thinner ice like this. And what do you mean thin ice? And I heard that was a bad thing.
Yes.
And he said, oh, no, we're fine. But, I mean, we stayed out there the rest of the day, and we caught quite a few brim, but they say bluegill, and that's it. They don't say brim over there.
It's kind of a very wide.
I don't think they have enough species over there to where they just have to call everything a brim and call it good. So it was all bluegill for him. But we had a good time. But every time I see somebody that said they went ice fishing, very first thing I ask is, were you prepared for when that popped?
Yeah.
Because it's an unnerving feeling. It's kind of like when the door closes after you have a baby out the side of the hospital when the nurses aren't there to help you anymore. It's kind of that same feeling of, what am I going to do now? It's that same one. So.
Yeah, I'm solo. Yeah, it certainly would get your attention. And as you were walking across the ice, there'd be times it's like tectonic plates, out there, because when the weather does change. And so we'd be walking along, and then we'd see this ridge that went like 20, 30 feet, and that's where there had been
a fissure,
a pressure situation. It's like, ooh, okay. But we were with some very safe people that knew what they were doing, and we had an absolute ball. Caught some bass, some bluegill. We caught some walleye as well.
Oh, good.
It was a good
I'll
time.
have to check that out on that YouTube channel.
Yeah, made for a fun show. Yes.
Yeah, I walked across one of those frozen lakes in Alaska when I was up there, and got out there a good long way and was not ever comfortable with it. And, you got to wear sunglasses. You go snowblind. And, And you got to walk backwards because of the way the wind's blowing on you,
Yeah. No, I had a guy that worked with me. His name was Brian Westfall. He was from Rudolph, Wisconsin. And up there around Green Bay and all that, he used to say, they'd drive the cars out there and they'd put road signs out on the ice. And, and then he went into, beer trucks would come out and, we'd all have parties and throw a bonfire. I said, wait a second, you'd have fire on the ice. He said, oh, yeah, the ice stays so thick you'd have to have extensions to drill into it. So,
all right, we're going to change topics when we come back.
All right.
We'll be visiting with Nathan Fort, who is the superintendent of Daisy State Park. That's up next here on Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Gwatney Buick GMC's summer blockbuster sale is ready to go bigger than anything Hollywood has to offer. Are high payments your kryptonite? You don't need superpowers to get 2025 Encore GX at just $249 a month. Prefer a thrilling adventure? Lowering your payment is not an impossible mission, especially with 2025 Sierra Crew Cab at just $499 a month. It's payment clobbering time with four fantastic Buicks. Encore and Vista, Envision, and Enclave all at just 0.9%. 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 and Hummer at 0%. It's Gwatney Buick GMC's summer blockbuster sale. No tickets necessary. Get to 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock next to Sam's Club. 501-945-4444. GwatneyBuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade. Some vehicles require qualifying trade-in. All offers with approved credit. Encore GX and Sierra are ultra-low mileage lease. A well-qualified leasing. Zero interest has length of contract limits. Some customers may not qualify.
Are you tired of that old, outdated bathtub but not sure who to call? Use a contractor you can trust. Bath Makeover of Arkansas offers a 5-year workmanship warranty, a lifetime product warranty, and a dedicated 800 number just for warranty claims. And every estimate comes with a price lock guarantee. We are your trusted local source for high-quality, American-made baths and showers installed in as little as 1 day, featuring our revolutionary new laser-etched shower wall systems. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of a new bath or shower with 60-month financing options, senior and military discounts, plus receive a $60 Visa gift card with purchase. And call 1-800-NEW-BATH now for a bonus, a free $25 Starbucks gift card with your free in-home estimate. That's right, call 1-800-NEW-BATH for these special savings from Bath Makeover of Arkansas. We proudly maintain an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and serve the full state of Arkansas. Check out our 5-star reviews online at bathmakeoverar.com. Real reviews from homeowners like Kenneth in Hot Springs.
Did an excellent job with it. I mean, the guys were so good and nice, and everything. So I was very impressed with it. I love Bath Makeover of Arkansas.
From Eureka Springs to Lake Village, Paragould to Texarkana, Call Bath Makeover of Arkansas now during our 60-60-60 sale. Receive 60% off installation of a new bath or shower with 60-month financing options, senior and military discounts, plus receive a $60 Visa gift card with purchase, and call 1-800-NEW-BATH now for a bonus, a free $25 Starbucks gift card with your free in-home estimate. Call 1-800-NEW-BATH. 1-800-NEW-BATH. That's 1-800-NEWBATH.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Welcome back to Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors. Time to talk to Neil Atkinson with Sarah's Casino Resort down in Pine Bluff. Neil, busy time of the year. You're always busy, but boy, big time coming up now.
Well, college football here. We got it off last weekend. A couple of really good games on Saturday, but I know everybody's just looking forward to this Saturday, seeing the Razorbacks back on the field against Alabama A&M. The consensus line came out today with Arkansas as a 42.5-point favorite currently, and the over and under is 59.5. We'll be getting the double R specials up probably tomorrow, and we're only going to do them for the first half because with a line that big, you would expect that you won't have your starters in probably in the second half. That's what happened last year when they played a Southwest Conference opponent in UAPB last year. So we'll make sure we do that, but college football's here, and you got UCA and Missouri going on Thursday night, and we'll get that line up tomorrow. That's another one people are looking forward to in this area. And then, of course, the rest of college football weekend, huge matchups with Ohio State and Texas. It's here, folks, and the weather's cooperating. Going to be a little cooler, won't be so hot.
And you got lots of other things, Major League Baseball, WNBA, U.S. Open coming up.
U.S. Open, and make sure you check the special tabs for the NFL season specials. And we've even got Ryder Cup, looking ahead to that, because a lot of people are starting to talk about that. That one's going to be really popular. And don't forget, we got European soccer and European Premier League going on, too. You can just find out just about anything to bet, but I got a feeling most of our attention is going to be on college football starting Thursday and get us curious on through to Labor Day weekend.
Neil, as always, appreciate you. Have a great week.
All right. Make sure you download the app. Use the code WELCOME. Good luck on all your parlays, and go Hogs.
All right. That was Neil Atkinson. Now we're going to talk with Nathan Fort. And we started a series, Brian, what do you think, a month ago?
Yeah, a month or two. We've had a few.
And working with the Arkansas Department of Parks, Heritage, and Tourism. And we're going to talk with Superintendent Nathan Fort of Daisy State Park. And Brian, you've been a bunch of you've been that one?
I've been to Daisy State Park. It is the centerpiece of Lake Greeson. So you can go down there with your camper, your tent, camp out, fish for crappie with action adventure trips, and fry them up right there at the campsite. Yeah, it's a great state park, one of my favorites.
I talked to Nathan earlier this morning. Nathan, how are you this evening?
Brian, I'm doing good. Ray, I'm doing good. How are y'all doing tonight?
We're doing good. Thank you for hold. I didn't mean for you to be on hold that long, but anyway, appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about Daisy State Park.
Oh, man. Well, Brian kind of hit it a little bit on the point. I'm glad that you've been, Brian, before, but guess what? You haven't hit all of our points yet. We got more than just camping. We got brand new. Have you ever stayed in Europe before, Brian, by any chance, or Ray?
Yeah.
Well, the thing with our yurts, we have the yurts that only have AC and heating. The only ones in the state that we have right now. So we have more than just camping as well. We have yurts. We have a brand new visitor center coming as well that just got for a grand opening out in March as well. We have a brand new inclusive playground structure. We're getting brand new campsites right now. A brand new trail is coming as well that we're reforming as well. And we're redoing a lot of our day use facilities as well to make this one of the best state parks that we have in the region as well. We're around quite a few other state parks, like Coffee Tall River State Park, and of course Crater Diamonds. So we're like what we call the Southwest premier camping part of this area. I call it the Ouachital's hidden gem about Daisy State Park. But it's the 8th oldest state park. It was born here in 1954 by Mr. William Greason because of Lake Greason. It was born because of that, where Daisy State Park became as far as that. And because of that, families have been coming here for the last 30, 40, 50 years that I've seen here as a year and a half as park superintendent here. It's been really incredible as we've had new programming like sunset kayak tours, bat hikes, stuff that you would never be able to see, and stuff that we just want to keep tradition and just keep moving forward here in Daisy. So, yeah.
Is the fall one of your busiest times of the year, Nathan?
Oh, man, October is our second busiest month of the whole entire year, right? Just to let you know that. June is our busiest month of the year, but October and November, oh, man, the leaves, red, orange, yellow, they're so beautiful out here. If it tells you anything, I go hiking every day after work whenever I'm here in the fall.
Well, you know, every time I hear the name of your state park, I think of Doc Holliday from Tombstone. You at Daisy if you do.
Yeah, everybody wonders why it's called Daisy State Park for some reason in our little bitty town of 110 people called Daisy. But what we've noticed that somebody just saw a field of Daisy and was like, you need to call it Daisy State Park. And so that's how the name was born at that time. But because of Mr. William Greason, because of Narrows Dam over in Murfreesboro, that got it to where the water levels could actually have, where people had said, oh, look, there's some land over here. Let's call it Daisy State Park. And that's where it became a state park right at that moment. And like I said, not many people know it's the 8th oldest state park as well. So
if I'm traveling from Little Rock, how do I get to Daisy State Park?
So if you're going from Little Rock, because we have a lot of people that come from Little Rock, if you want, I'm pretty sure y'all been through Hot Springs before, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. You'd be surprised. Well, right then, if you go on Airport Road Drive on that exit right there, you just take that left like you're going there, and you just go straight through Glenwood, right to Kirby, take that right, and you're there right at Daisy State Park. It's one of the easiest drives to get to from Little Rock, just to let you know that. So we do have a lot of people that come from Little Rock that just enjoy it. And we do have a lot of people that come down just to come to one of our bat hikes or just come kayaking for the whole entire day. It's a really nice area. Just come, just relax, be peaceful, get away from the big city life, and just go and just relax.
Do you all, am I mistaken, do you all have an amphitheater there that you give, nature presentations at?
Absolutely, we do. We do have an amphitheater right in the back that we give nature presentations to. My favorite that we do is we do our owl prowls back there because we do have a lot of owls that like to creep up in that area. And we also do a Dutch oven cooking series. We've done campfire nachos. We're doing apple cider. We've done peach cobbler. Anything that you want to do in a Dutch oven, even pizza rolls, just something like that, so we can get our young ones to understand what a Dutch oven is because usually our demographic doesn't understand what that is, but that's where we get to educate people on that, and we actually do that in our amphitheater area as part of our new programming.
Yeah, if you ever want to get the kids hooked on Dutch oven cooking, Pillsbury cinnamon rolls in a Dutch oven with charcoals on top and on the bottom, you'll never have any better than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a classic. As long as you have a glass of milk with it, as long as you have that.
With what on top of it?
Yeah, you got coals on top of the Dutch oven, but also underneath it and kind of piled up around. It gets them done real evenly throughout. But you were talking about October, and Daisy sits in a mixed, a lot of oaks and a lot of hickories there, but a lot of pines too. So, in a really colorful fall, it's hard to find a prettier place than that. Right there on the lake.
Yeah, really.
When that lake's glowing blue like a big sapphire out there, it's beautiful.
Yeah, you aren't wrong. Trust me. It's probably, I honestly say it's probably one of the best sunsets I ever see. That's why we do our sunset kayak tours all over the place, and they're one of our biggest draws into Daisy. So we're just going to keep continuing that. We're just going to show people what Daisy is, why we're here. We're just going to keep evolving. Like I said, we have a brand new visitor center with brand new stuff that nobody has ever seen. Some of the stuff has never been out in the Arkansas State Park's other visitor centers. So we kind of get the the beginning part of it before it goes out to the rest of the state parks. So because of that brand new visitor center, it's all brand new with brand new offices. But with that, they also did a new playground structure that's inclusive for all families. So like my family, for example, I have a cousin that has special needs. They can be able to come on that playground, which is going to be so nice. So everybody with all abilities can be able to enjoy that for all families.
All right, we're getting ready to change times. What hours are you in operation?
Our hours of operation are from 8 to 5 every day until about December 1st is when we do from 8 to 5 Monday through Friday, and Saturday through Sunday we are 1 through 5. So at this moment we're open 8 to 5 every day. So yeah, feel free to come see us. We have a great team that will come help you, and that will help you let you have the best campsite and the best experience possible. That's our big thing that we make sure is that we make sure you have the best experience possible. Because like Brian said, Sapphire with the sunset, the camping, we're there to just relax and just enjoy it.
Nathan, your lack of enthusiasm here is really alarming to me. How long have you been with Daisy State Park?
I've been here for about a year and a half, actually. So I moved back here to kind of help see my mom, my grandma, my family. I've been around about 6 other states, including Montana, Florida, Tennessee. It was time to come back home because I'm from a town of 60 people called Rudy, Arkansas.
Rudy.
If you know where that is,
I do. On the way to Fayetteville, yeah.
Yeah, I'm from that area. Had to leave home for a little bit. Went and played college basketball for a little bit in Kansas. Came back for a little bit and then moved to Nashville, Tennessee, and just moved all around and just decided to come home. Arkansas State Parks is a big part of not just who I am, but my family. They've worked in the parks before. It's just nice to just come back and be with your people, if you know what I mean, and just to be with a great park system, great people that love our parks, and just want to evolve and keep on growing and be a world-class park system in what we do.
Well, it is one of the great ones, and I strongly encourage anybody to visit Daisy State Park, especially when the fall hits and any other time. There's a lot to do there. Great place to be. Nathan Fort, thank you for joining us. I hope you get a little more excited about your job. Join us some other time. We look forward to seeing you.
Well, thank y'all so much for having us on.
All right, thanks, Nathan. Have a great rest of the week. All right, we'll take a pause. Back with more in just a moment.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters. When you're out and about in the natural state, whether it's work or play, be sure to make W's Convenience Stores your one-stop shop. With 34 locations in central Arkansas, they're easy to find. Headed to the lake or just taking in the beauty of Arkansas? Stop in at your nearest W's location. Their double blend of coffee is always hot and fresh. Snacks, W's has them. Want more than a snack? Many W's have hot delis. And don't forget the hot breakfast sandwiches. W's, where you gas it, grab it, and go.
It's a tough time. Injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley Edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
We all have that nagging pain. For me, it was in my back, and I thought it would go away if I kept running. If I really worked to my core strength, it might dissipate. Well, guess what? That's not always the case. Hey, everybody, Josh Neighbors here for QC Kinetics. If you have that continued pain, you should schedule your free consultation today with the medical professionals at QC Kinetics. They've turned around thousands of lives with their regenerative treatments that work with your body to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. And these are natural therapies, so we're not heading to the pharmacy all all the time, we're not going back to the doctor after surgery all the time. And the best news is you can bring your x-rays and MRI to QC Kinetics. It's a no-pressure chat and a thorough evaluation that could change your life. So stop living with that day-to-day joint and muscle pain. So grab the phone right now, give them a call, 501-214-5880. Ask about that free consultation at 501-214-5880. Once again, 501-214-5880.
Have questions about retirement, investments, or your money? Call our financial hotline. Dial 501-381-5228 and leave a voicemail with your specific financial question, and our experts will answer it on the Get Ready for the Future show Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Get your financial questions answered by the pros. 501-381-5228. Call now. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Independent Advisor Alliance. Independent Advisor Alliance and Genwealth Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
You gotta love all these folks that work for our state parks, and their superintendents and interpreters and whatever. They're so full of enthusiasm. They should be. We've got 52 wonderful state parks.
52 wonderful state parks. We talk about them here on Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors every week. We're going to try to have a visitor from all 52 for as long as we can.
Well, I told them to the first of the year, but things are going pretty well. We'll do them all. I love my state.
Yeah.
And we have so much. You know, you can go down to Bear Creek, state park down that way. I mean, you get the full experience from southeast Arkansas to northwest Arkansas, and it's all different in between. And then if you want to piggyback them, you've got wildlife management areas that the Game and Fish Commission owns, pretty close to a lot of those.
Quite a few, yeah.
Which we've got in this book that the Game and Fish has just put out, and that's a whole different experience, and recommend everybody visit all of them.
It is. I mean, the WMAs, I'll tell you, the wildlife management areas, if you're looking for places to camp, if you're new to camping, I would definitely suggest go to a state park first. Mm-hmm. They have a lot more amenities to make it a little bit more comfortable. But if you're looking for some getaways that you're going to be a little bit more secluded and a little bit closer to nature itself, then yeah, a lot of our WMAs. I'll tell you one WMA that I absolutely love is Gene Rush WMA, and there are some campsites on Gene Rush WMA where you can be out there camping, and there are people that camp on national park land, and it's beautiful there too. But you can go over to Gene Rush, and you can pretty much have the campsite to yourself and wake up to elk bugling in the background and have that experience and kind of have it for yourself. And those are the things that kind of we touch on in that book again, that, those are the sorts of things that you're going to find in that book, is a couple of those little hidden places and little hidden facts that we wanted to share with folks about those places. Because when we think about WMAs, you think about hunting. We're going out there to hunt, and yes, we do hunt on them, and that's one of their primary purposes. But it's open for everyone, and hunting season's only open for a short window of the year, and there's wildlife out there all year round. You can get out there all year round and really learn, find some really cool places if you take the time to get out.
So for somebody new to our state, Randy, and they want to go dove hunting. Where do they find land where they can hunt?
Okay, if you're looking for dove hunting, now dove hunting is one of those things that it's primarily, most of it's going to be on agricultural land. And quite a few folks, I did the same thing growing up. You had friends and or family members who they either knew somebody or had some land where they grew sunflowers, mowed the sunflowers down. And that's kind of the traditional way people kind of started. But the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, we do have quite a few WMAs, wildlife management areas, that we have some places that they're conducive to duck hunting, because we're in the process of planting winter wheat food plots. And so one of the practices that's legal for doves is, and we've had some people actually ask this question, is this legal? If you go out and you till, a wildlife food plot, and you plant it with top sown winter wheat, which that means you're broadcast on top of the ground. It's totally legal. That's considered, as long as you're staying within the seeding rates that are recommended by the University of Arkansas Extension Service, then it's completely legal. You're fine. And dove will be attracted to that seed, but until it germinates. And as soon as it germinates, they're gone. So we try to time the planting of our food plots where it kind of serves a dual purpose. We'll get some folks in, and we'll get some doves in on that first planting, and then as the seeds germinate and it grows the winter wheat, come January when everything else is brown and dead, you still have some green vegetation there for the wildlife that's out there, deer and rabbits and some of the wildlife out there. So that's the reason why we do it. Now, the best place to go, if you go to agfc.com, our website, we'll have it on the front page this time of year. That'll be find a place to dove hunt. And so you can get on there, and there's about 20 fields scattered throughout the state where you can go out there and you can hunt. And those are first come, first serve. So typically you'll want to get there early. You want to go out usually a couple of days ahead of time, go out and kind of check out and see if the doves are using the area. And if they are, usually they're going to be concentrated to one side of the field or the other. So you kind of get your plan together, because opening morning you want to get out there a couple hours before daylight to get your spot and kind of get set up.
I tell you, one of the things is we talked about how amazing our state parks are, and they are among the best in the country, but we also have the best Game and Fish Commission in the country as well, and we have so much that's going on in this state, and these guys here at AGFC just do a fabulous job with everything that they do, and it's one of the reasons why Arkansas is the outdoors recreation spot that it is in this country.
I've always talked about it. I have the greatest job in the world because I get to be a cheerleader for all the cool things that everybody that I work with does. They make my job very easy. Actually, sometimes they make it difficult because I can't talk about all the different things that are going on at the same time. I mean, we got a lot of things, even within that first couple of weeks of September. When we start talking about all the hunting seasons, we have the early archery hunt for bucks and velvet. We've got that going on. We've got dove season. And then you try to grab all the stuff that our education division does. We have the World Champion Squirrel Cook-Off coming on September 30th. It's actually becoming difficult now just cramming everything in and trying to give everything enough credit, really.
What a great problem to have.
It's something else.
Every now and then I see something from you, Randy. Talking about your job applications and people have got to be loving opportunity to work for you guys.
It is one of those things that usually once somebody gets to the Game and Fish Commission, like I said, I've been there 21 years, and they're going to have to drag me out, to be honest with you. I mean, it's just I grew up in the outdoors, and if it's somebody that loves the outdoors, then absolutely you're going to find a spot somewhere there that fits.
It's pretty crazy how many folks we've interviewed from Game and Fish that graduated from Arkansas Tech.
Oh, absolutely. Well, Arkansas Tech has a great wildlife program. University of Arkansas at Monticello has a great wildlife program as well, and forestry program. Pretty much, I think all of our foresters are from University of Arkansas at Monticello. So we have most of our folks that work at the Game and Fish Commission. I'm one of the exceptions, really. I graduated Mississippi State, and so I'm kind of one of the exceptions. We have most of the folks at the Game and Fish Commission came from an Arkansas school, and a lot of that has to do with a lot of the scholarships and a lot of the internships that we have with the education division. They're recruiting folks in colleges. I'm kind of lucky that I got a job, to be honest with you, the way the competition is now. So,
yeah, and you were talking about the dove fields. I've done a few of those public ones over the years. I hunted one year at Rick Evans' Grandview Prairie.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a great hunt, and there was a group of kids down there that had found a kind of a dove highway, and they loaded up, but they had killed that morning a bunch of banded ones.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about banded doves, and they had, I think, about a dozen of them, which was really cool. So I got a nice story out of that. Went hunting at Gala Creek on opening day of dove season one time.
Did you do the cross the creek?
I did, yeah. I had to take a canoe across, and Alan Thomas was with us, a guy that I've written about a lot, and he had his dog with him, and the dog had to swim across while we paddled a canoe. And but boy, you see some strange things out there. You know, safety. We'll talk about safety in the dump.
Yeah, I've been talking about baited fields too. All right, back for final segment after this.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Hi, this is Joe Klein, former Razorback and owner of Corky's Ribs and Barbecue.
And I'm Anthony Lucas, also a proud former Razorback and Corky's Barbecue regular customer.
We may represent different sports in different decades, but all generations of hogs agree.
Corky's is the only place to get the most delicious ribs and barbecue at a winning price.
So stop into Corky's now and every day for never-ending specials.
Corky's,
where hogs come home, baby.
Corky's Ribs and Barbecue.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Gwatney Buick GMC's summer blockbuster sale is ready to go bigger than anything Hollywood has to offer. Are high payments your kryptonite? You don't need superpowers to get 2025 Encore GX at just $249 a month. Prefer a thrilling adventure? Lowering your payment is not an impossible mission, especially with 2025 Sierra Crew Cab at just $499 a month. It's payment clobbering time with four fantastic Buicks. Encore and Vista, Envision, and Enclave all at just 0.9%. 2025 GMC Sierra 1500 and Hummer at 0%. It's Gwatney Buick GMC's summer blockbuster sale. No tickets necessary. Get to 5700 Landers Road in North Little Rock next to Sam's Club. 501-945-4444. GwatneyBuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade. Some vehicles require qualifying trade-in. All offers with approved credit. Encore GX and Sierra are ultra-low mileage lease. A well-qualified leasing. Zero interest has limited contract limits. Some customers may not qualify.
You knew the risks when you decided to drive drunk. There could be a crash. People could get hurt or killed. But that didn't stop you, did it? You knew you could get arrested. You could incur huge legal expenses, and you could possibly even lose your job. You were well aware of the consequences of driving drunk. But one thing's for sure. You were wrong when you said it was no big deal. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Paid for by the Arkansas Highway Safety Office.
Arkansas is our place. It's our place to keep it beautiful. So get your hands dirty and do your part during the Great Arkansas Cleanup, happening now through October 31st. Find events all around the state, or even better, host your own event and recruit your friends. Let's team up and get this done.
They don't leave you room to ask anymore.
Learn more and
they
sign
tell you
up
everything
today
there is about
at
the
KeepArkansasBeautiful.com. A message brought to you by the Keep Arkansas Beautiful Commission, this station, and the Arkansas Broadcasters Association.
Ray Tucker here for Honda of North Little Rock. If you're a fan of the Triumph motorcycles, I have good news for you. Honda of North Little Rock carries the legendary classics to the cutting-edge rides. We carry Daytona 600, the iconic Bonneville Bobber, the TF450X, the stunning Bonneville Elvis Presley edition, plus the Rocket 3 Evel Knievel. We have gear, bikes, and full service for Triumph enthusiasts, and much, much more. Come see us at Honda of North Little Rock, your family fun headquarters.
Here we go. Whoa. Yeah, the things we talk about during the break. People go, you shouldn't tell us that y'all got funny stuff going on.
Yeah, so we're at Ray Tucker's Arkansas Outdoors talking about all kinds of stuff. And we got dove season, great dove stories. But, we were talking about safety in the dove field, and that's one thing. It's lighthearted. It's fun. It's exciting. There's kids around. There's dogs around. And for all those reasons and more, you really have to be careful.
And this is Randy Zeller from Arkansas Game and Fish.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you do. And probably one of the biggest things to remember is kind of get established where everyone's going to be and stick to your shooting lanes. Mm-hmm. Have a designated spot that pull off. Don't shoot anywhere past there. Don't even swing your gun past there, because that's as a matter of fact, we joke around about Dick Cheney. That's exactly what happened. Is he swung too far and somebody was there. That can happen when you get excited, and dove will make you frustrated and excited all at the same time. And the other thing is, if that dove dips below the horizon, it's off limits. Whenever you get out there with folks, just tell them if you're not pointing in the air, you don't need to be pulling the trigger.
And if you're on a private field and you do that, you will be asked to leave.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
You're talking about low-flying birds, and what kind of shotguns do you like to use?
As far as shotguns, I mean, I actually use the same shotgun I used to duck hunt. I've got an 1187 that I shoot. I've had it forever. I kept on saving up money and wanting to get myself a Benelli. And every time I'd get enough money saved up, I'd find a reason to spend it. Something would pop up. So I've still got that same 870, and it still shoots pretty good. I had to replace the spring, the recoil spring in it a little while back, and it became a single shot real fast. But I've just about got it broke in now. So that and yeah, I've got a pump shotgun. I've actually got an old 20 gauge BPS, Browning BPS that I'll tote around too.
We need to talk a little bit about the fact that you do need a hunting license.
Oh, absolutely. Now you need a hunting license. You need a valid hunting license. It can be just if you're a resident, the 1050 conservation license is fine, or the sportsman's license that is a little bit more. It's $25. If you're non-resident, anything that's a small game will work. But in both cases, you do need to get an HIP registration for Arkansas. That's Harvest Information Program. It's absolutely free, but it's one of the requirements that they ask for dove hunting. You do not need a duck stamp, nor a state nor federal duck stamp. You do not need that for dove hunting. That's the only migratory bird that you don't need it for. So
yeah, I know we were going fishing one time, Brian, and I went to a Walmart to get a lifetime license. Where all can you get license? You can go online.
You can go online. You can go to any Walmart. You can go to any sporting goods retailer that's going to sell sporting goods. You can go to any of our Game and Fish Commission nature centers. We'll sell you one. Any of our regional offices that are open to the public, they'll sell you one. And then you can go online, agfc.com, and right in the top right-hand corner, there's a little gold button that says Buy a License. And you can click on that, and you can go through the process there. I carry the app with me. You can download an app either through the Google Play Store or through iPhone's App Store. You can download an app or our app through that, and that'll save all your stuff as well. I carry that with me, and whenever and I've been checked. I think I've been checked more by our game wardens than anybody I know. Believe it or not, I don't know if it's just I've just got that look about me or what. But every time I've ever needed to pull up my license, it's been there on my app, and you don't have to carry a piece of paper or anything with you. It can be on your app. But again, the main thing to remember on that dove hunting is that HIP registration. Even if you got HIP, and if you're from another state, if you've got an HIP registration in another state, you need to get one for Arkansas as well. It counts for every state, so you need to make sure you get that.
All right, Carlton, your show coming up this week. You got this character over here with you?
Yeah, actually, this week we're going to be out in Florida. We have some certified Arkansas minnows we've taken to Lake Toho in Kissimmee, Florida, and I'm with a good friend of mine named Terry Seagraves, and we talk about how we're catching some Florida bass with some Arkansas minnows. We also feature one of our growers, Bobby Glennon, who's out of Lone Oak, and we showcase what he's doing to kind of help educate people about. He uses the Arkansas State Fair as a platform to be able to showcase to students, especially the minnows and what Arkansas does to be able to feature fishing. And then next week we will feature we've got half the show is dedicated to me and Brian out there with topwaters on the Little Maumelle River. And it's a great show. And like I said before, if you've got a hankering for some good Razorback football, you are going to be very excited with what you see. Also wanted to mention that we were talking about the ice fishing in Wisconsin. If you get on YouTube, Arkansas's Great Outdoors, search episode 53. Episode 53 will take you to Wisconsin, and you'll get to see some ice fishing. And again, we took Arkansas minnows to Wisconsin. We caught some bass, some walleye, and had a great time.
Is there any shots of me trying to get into that boat dock and making all that noise?
I have no idea what you're talking about there,
Okay,
Brian.
good.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
I saw him when Whopper Ploppers just came out. He had one hung up in a tree. I think he was climbing up the tree, out on the bank.
Oh, as expensive as
They're
those things
expensive.
are?
Yeah, they're worth the climb. Yeah, sometimes the fish really are that shallow.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you left it in that tree, tell me where it is. I'll go get it.
No, I got it out.
As expensive they are as tight as he is.
Both. Yes, both. Yeah.
Carlton Wing, Randy Zeller, thank you very much. Special thanks to Nathan Fort, Superintendent at Daisy State Park. You folks get out and enjoy the Arkansas outdoors.